It's a neighborhood in Oak Cliff that sits high on a hill overlooking downtown Dallas.
Everybody that's anybody lived here.
This bird's eye view, not a clear picture of a struggling community down below.
We had the most prominent doctors and lawyers, and I mean, we were self-sufficient.
The 10th Street District is one of the only remaining intact freedmen's towns in the country. It's a place where once enslaved African Americans grappling with Jim Crow laws settled. They created their own community at the end of the 19th century following the Civil War.
We've always been a thriving neighborhood until they started, like the Pied Piper, you know, opening up other places instead of repairing this one.
This community, all part of a family legacy that spans more than 7 decades here.
My sister Irma.
These images, a glimpse of the 10th Street District in its heyday. Harlee Elementary School, built in 1928 for black students, still standing. So is Greater El Bethel Baptist Church. It's been around since 1886. The Oak Cliff Cemetery, the oldest public cemetery in Dallas, also borders the community. The history of this area is what the 10th Street Residential Association is fighting to preserve. Some witnessing firsthand its deterioration that started in the 1950s with the construction of Interstate 35. Not only did it divide the 10th Street District from the rest of Oak Cliff,
well, it broke up our community.
That construction, along with integration in the 1960s, resulted in the demolition of around 175 original structures, forcing many to relocate. Visible heartache of community members searching for answers is why people like Demetria McCain from the Inclusive Communities Project got involved with the 10th Street District.
There are systemic problems, racial inequities throughout all of Dallas and Texas, and quite frankly, the United States. So even though the Fair Housing Act was passed in 1968, we still have tons of problems. Some of them range from local policies, city policies that might seem benign, but actually the effect of them harm people of color.
Some of those problems stem from a City of Dallas ordinance passed in 2010. It set 3,000 square feet as the benchmark for residential structures that could be quickly demolished without seeking alternatives and resources that might save them.
Because this is a freedmen's town, recently enslaved Africans didn't build structures at 3,000 square feet. And so that ordinance that protects other historic districts, which are predominantly white, don't protect 10th Street, and 10th Street ends up being more exposed and at risk of their structures being demolished once they go through a particular process through the city.
At this point, this is where we are. We've not had that conversation, but what we are involved in is providing a platform for individual homeowners who have interest in renovating their homes. We have provided through council initiative some $750,000 to assist those owners in upgrading their structure.
Passage of a resolution in 2019 halted those demolitions, but with the ordinance still on the books, residents worry it is only a temporary fix.
The same story, the wealthy eating up the poor.
They say the neighborhood has been a target for redevelopment since the mid-90s. The 10th Street Residential Association hopes to address rapid growth with what they are calling a neighborhood-led plan. It puts current residents at the forefront of future growth.
We'd like to refurbish the homes, have tours, become self-sufficient again, like we always have been. We're a desert. We don't even have grocery stores in the neighborhood anymore. I tell these young people, if you don't know where you came from, you don't know where you're going.